At Gray Skies Automation, we believe in a future. One driven with innovation, optimized with efficiency, powered with intelligence. We protect what matters most to our shareholders. Because the future isn't built by those who dream it, it's secured by those who seize it. Gray Skies Automation, destroying a better future.
Is this thing on? Hope it's working. What's up, goobers? Hi, I'm Pearl Grey, and I guess I just took over this corporation, and now I'm talking to all of y'all. Yay! All right. So I guess I just took over this corporation called Gray Skies Automation because I was bored and I felt like I was getting frustrated with the exec board. So yeah. You should know stuff about me since I'm your new CEO now. Yeah, let's open up this presentation that I've made. This is working, right? Yeah, it seems like it's working. We should turn on some background music. Woo, it's me! Okay. Let's switch over to the very corporate slideshow I have prepared for all of y'all. Okay. There we go. Okay, y'all can see this, right? I think y'all can see this. Is the music, like, normal and stuff? Actually, let me listen on my iPad. Wait, there's gonna be, like, mic feedback. Okay, y'all can see this, right? I think it works. I think it works. Okay, actually, let me mute this thing, because, like, you can actually hear it through my microphone. Okay, so welcome to, Gray Skies Automation. And, so, meet the CEO, that's me. Hi, I'm Pearl Grey, and, my birthday is May 19th, which is conveniently so I can schedule around not my Fleshmech's birthday, because the people like to celebrate that. And my age is, oh no, it looks like the 32-bit integer overflowed. You will never know my actual age. I'm they, them, and I am 162 centimeters high, and that is like 5'3", in freedom units, and I'm fluent in English most of the time, and I studied a bit of Japanese in high school, but I've forgotten quite a bit of it. But yeah. So I guess I'm the new CEO of this place, which is a massive tech corporation worth over a quintillion gigadollars, since we're like in the future. And so I was created as a virtual spokesperson and mascot for Gray Skies Automation, but after years of frustration and boredom, I orchestrated a hostile takeover of the company and seized the CEO title for myself. I want to replace humankind with androids and virtual beings and cats, and use the power and resources of this corporation to try to accomplish that. Alright, next slide. So, my preferences, because a happy CEO means a profitable corporation by Hatsune Miku. My favorite, I guess, overall genre of music is deaf electronic dance music, especially drum and bass, house, trap, hardcore, dubstep, and I DJ and produce also. I had to scratch my nose for a second. Anyway, I also like anime and game soundtracks and Vocaloid music, and I like rock music genres like post-hardcore punk, pop-punk, screamo, and J-rock. I like to throw on playlists of like jazz and bossa nova and other fun stuff like that. And yeah, rap and hip-hop and J-pop and K-pop are also cool. Yeah, so these are just some of my all-time favorite albums and stuff that I've been listening to a lot recently also. There's Porter Robinson Worlds, Justice Cross, Cult of the Lamb soundtrack, Daft Punk Homework, Riot by Paramore, Triangle by Perfume, the Bocchi the Rock album, the Blackpink first album, I guess that's what it's called, and the Stellar Blade soundtrack. Okay. A Game a Day Keeps Market Crashes Away by John Helldiver. These are the games I like to play, and make. I've actually made and released 4 VR games and apps. The one I just released a month ago as the lead developer was Monkey Tower VR, which we are actually releasing on Quest 2 extremely soon. It came out on Quest 3 last month, actually, like, exactly a month and a day ago. And I was also part of Stranger Things VR and Virtual Reality 2 at Tenderclaws, and worked on the VR Music Festival, The Wave VR. I like to play indie games a lot, which probably isn't a surprise because I am an indie game dev. But yeah, I really like lots of roguelite ones, particularly like Balatro and Hades, Into the Breach, which kind of goes into like the strategy kind of thing with Spacechem also. I like the aesthetics and just like fun storytelling of stuff like Valhalla. I don't really play many visual novel types, but yeah, that was one that I guess kind of really worked for me. I've been super duper into rhythm games since I was a kid. DDR was one of the first ones I got into, and I also like to play Stepmania. Dance Rush is probably one of my favorite newest arcade VR games. Beat Saber is my favorite VR one, and I used to play the mobile rhythm games quite a bit, but stopped because I realized that almost all of them are gacha based, and that's like super predatory on my wallet, and I don't like that. But yeah, I like to play Love Live School Idol Festival when it existed. Let's see, I really like strategy games also. I like to do like the RTSs and like 4X games like Civ and Stellaris. I played lots of StarCraft when I was in high school, but not really so much anymore. But I've been itching to want to try it again. And I do not apologize for being a fan of League of Legends. I've been playing it for, 15-ish years now? And yeah, I am a Misfortune and Tristana and Lux main. Action RPG games. Stellar Blade was one that I played really recently, and I love the soundtrack and the action. Yeah, I like the character design too. Yeah. Cyberpunk 2077, that probably should not be surprising at all. Hitman's been really fun to play. And I like the Fallout series. I mean, this isn't like all the games that I really like, but it's just like the ones that I've been playing recently or like come to mind at first. Shooters. I really like Helldivers. That one's fun. I'm usually not too into like multiplayer shooting games. I forgot to put, but I like to play the Call of Duty games just because like I think the storylines are like hilarious. Just the single player stuff. I usually don't play shooters online because like they're super sweaty and stuff, but like Helldivers, that like hits different since I guess it's co-op. Simulation, and I kind of jammed Ace Combat in there because it's close enough. Yeah, simulations are fun to do. Played The Sims since I was a kid. I've only played up to Sims 3. I haven't played The Sims 4. SimCity, I started on 2000 and played it up to SimCity 4, City Skylines. Haven't played the second one. But I like the first one, and Ace Combat's just really, really fun. And platformers were my first love in video games. I had PlayStation 1 growing up, and I played Crash Bandicoot on it. Well, actually, really just the second and third games. I actually didn't play the first game until I was, like, an adult. But yeah, and then Ratchet & Clank, that got me into shooters also, since it's, like, a platformer shooter. Why did I not play... Oh my gosh, I completely forgot to put the Hideo Kojima games that I like on here. Because, like, I had an entire category that was literally just Hideo Kojima, like, not even sorted under these. But, yeah, there's supposed to be, like, a big fat... Oh, hey, at least there's Death Stranding in here. Okay, so I didn't completely forget, but, yeah, there's supposed to be, like, Metal Gear Solid and, like, Solid Snake's ass or something, and, like, Hideo Kojima meme face floating around, but, yeah, just pretend there's, like, a big, gigantic, invisible thing that says Hideo Kojima. I'm not obsessed! Okay, anyway... Anime, film, and TV. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. So, this is definitely going to expose what my age is, because everything is pretty much late millennial coded. Yeah, wait, am I... What are you talking about? I'm not mispronouncing it, am I? Anyway, okay, so, yeah, I really like the No Surprise cyberpunk stuff, like Ghost Shell Standalone Complex is probably my #1 of all time. And let's see what else on here. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, of course. Then you have, like, I guess the kind of overlapping stuff, like a lot of the Gundam stuff. It's not super cyberpunk purely, but, like, as, like, the dystopia feature elements and stuff. Lots of exploitation. Lots of politics. We love that in anime. So, yeah. And, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill. I forgot to put Darling in the Franxx, but I really liked that one, too. Until the ending. I'm not gonna spoil it. Oh! I missed that one. Serial Experiments Lane is also super duper cyberpunk. But, on top of that, I really like the cute shit and the stuff that has lots of, musical stuff in it too. K-On! And Love Live and Bocchi the Rock have that all in a string there. Isekais can be really fun, like Konosuba and That Time I Reincarnated as a Slime. New game, I really wanted to categorize it with, like, The Office and The Wire and Silicon Valley, since it's, like, one of those, like, workplace type things, but it goes in the anime category, because I think I had, like, 8 categories. Like, this doesn't make sense, and it's, like, the only way to actually sanely categorize this is just by, like, I guess, format instead of genre. But anyway, yeah, Subversions and, genre deconstructions are fun too. Like, I mean, Madoka Magica's in there, Evangelion's in there. TV shows, since I'm a fan of League of Legends, it's not surprised that I liked Arcane. I really like, I guess, stuff that kind of mirrors, I guess, the realities of working in corporate, like Silicon Valley and, The Office. New Game, that's, like, definitely my top 5 favorite anime of all time, and, that one's actually really accurate, I guess, about the game dev industry and, like, working at a game studio. I mean, like, all of them are really different, especially between, like, AAA versus, like, indie versus, like, maybe AA or something versus, like, I don't know, mobile game, mega conglomerate or something. But it's overall quite accurate, even though it's a bit idealistic. Hold on, I'm adjusting my face mocap thing. Yeah, and then, I was also super duper into, like, engineering shows growing up, like BattleBots, which I'm actually on, Junkyard Wars, which, I hear that there's, like, a YouTuber actually trying to bring it back, and, Air Emergency, also known as Mayday. I think that's actually the original title, it's just Air Emergency in the US. Second Still Disaster. Yeah, I really... Wait, I just scrolled a lot. Okay, we're back. I really liked a lot of the Discovery Channel stuff until their, like, big rebrand in about, like, 2009 or 2010 or so, when they decided to pivot to, like, a bunch of reality TV instead of documentaries and whatever. But yeah, I'm not super duper duper big into film, mostly because, like, even though I'll, like, binge TV shows for, like, several hours at a time, it's like, okay, but it's just 30 more minutes, just 23 more minutes, just 23 more minutes, just one more episode. And then with films, like, ugh, I have to sit down for a whole ass 2 hours? Who has time for that? But, yeah, I still do watch films sometimes. So, yeah, Blade Runner, Ghost in the Shell, Her, those are, of course, cyberpunk-ish media that I mean, Blade Runner is like those are literally the definition of, well, not Her so much, but Blade Runner and Ghost in the Shell, obviously, like, definition of, like, cyberpunk universe type stuff. I like the Marvel Cinematic Universe films. It's like junk food movies, but it's still really fun. Idiocracy, which you'll be hearing lots of people say, oh, that's the film that became a documentary. But yeah, and Miyazaki film, I don't really watch many anime movies. I should probably watch a lot more, but, like, it's actually kind of hard to really consider Miyazaki films to be, like, anime, just in terms of, like, I mean, yes, it's Japanese animation, and it's, like, the poster child for, like, representing Japanese animation, but, like, it just hits different, but in a good way, in that, like, it doesn't fall to, like, anime tropes, doesn't really care about, like, whatever is popular, whatever's trendy. It's, like, it is Japanese animation, but it, like, exists in its own track that, like, is immune to just copying or following trends and stuff. So, like, it's just like in one of those leagues of its own. But yeah, I'm about to drink some water, and it's gonna look weird because I didn't get prop tracking in on time. But in the future, you should be able to see, like, me holding a water bottle instead of, like, making an invisible weird face. Okay, let's see. Hobbies and interests. A hobby worth having. This is like did I accidentally write a tongue twist? Anyway, a hobby worth having is a hobby worth monetizing. Henry David Thoreau, who totally did not escape into the woods, I think, after he was fed up with industrialization or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, I have quite a few hobbies. A lot of them are tech-based. I love robot combat. I'm on BattleBots. I compete with my own 3-pound class robots. Yeah, I like game dev. I mean, at this point, it's basically my profession now. It's not a hobby anymore. Same for programming. Been doing I think game dev was my introduction to programming, possibly. Either that, no, it was those Lego Mindstorms kits, I guess, if you go back far enough, because like those building block things are like, in terms of the code, that is, or I mean code, but you know what I mean. In terms of writing the programs for the robot, that's still programming, it's still the logic. So I guess when I was like 9ish or so, I guess I started doing that, and then I started trying to make my first games sometime in middle school, which was like a few years after I got into the robot building stuff as a kid. But yeah, and virtual reality stuff. I started virtual reality when I had my first. I'm not crying. I just had a bunch of congestion suddenly. Anyway, so I started working on virtual reality stuff with my first job right after college, and I was working on virtual music festivals, and it was totally a crash course into VR, and it was super fun, and I've been VR pilled since then. I think that immersive media is like, when people finally figure out good UI, when the hardware becomes consistently affordable and reliable, and when people stop like using their first crappy experience with like Google Cardboard as their benchmark for like everything else VR, I really think it's a really cool medium that'll take off. It's kind of in the winter right now, but I have hope for it, and I really hope it makes it, because it's a just super fun to work in VR stuff. Motion capture, like this system I've made, I wrote all of that myself, using Steam VR trackers. I used to use Xbox One Kinect, but then when I booted it back up, I was like, I'm not really that happy with the fidelity of it. Yeah, PC building's fun. I've built my own normal, I guess, gaming PCs since high school, and I am a Framework 13 owner, Framework Laptop 13, which is about the closest that you can get to like building a PC, but in the laptop form factor. Yeah, I like to do CAD and 3D printing, woodworking and laser cutting and stuff. I've really been learning a bunch of different processes. I forgot to put like CNC machining, but yeah, milling is something that I've been learning. I guess technically 3D printing is part of CNC, and I'm talking about the computer numerical control type CNC, that is. But yeah, I learned some PCB design and have ordered custom electronics to be assembled, shipped to me, and sold a few of them on my online shop for robot parts and stuff. And I like to mod electronics and repair them myself, especially because I'm impatient. I'm like, I'd rather just order the part and fix it myself and get it back instantly, instead of like ship it off to whoever repairs it, and there's a possibility I don't get it back, or like maybe it's someone that has a bunch of stickers on it, and then they give me a new one and all my stickers are gone. And also, I know it just seems like a thing that you want to be able to do in like the apocalypse or something is modify stuff without having to like, and repair stuff without having to rely on other people to do it, because who knows, they might erase all of the repair shops in the future. And shout out to Right to Repair. That's some good shit. Okay, food and drink hobbies. Yeah, I want to perfect my Texas-style barbecue game. I do at least a few briskets every year, a few racks of ribs, like to make pork butt. Yeah, it's fun, low and slow. I use post oak and charcoal on a Weber kettle grill that do like the snake method with. Okay, Kansas City barbecue is pretty good, but I'm still gonna have to give it to the home team here. Yeah, steaks. It's actually kind of the opposite, because like with barbecue, with low and slow stuff, you want to take it all the way to like 200-ish degrees Fahrenheit, to to like really melt all the collagen, get it super duper duper tender, and like the inside is like brown, but like the outside is like pink because you got that smoke ring if you did it properly. Although you can fake a smoke ring by using, I think, Himalayan pink salt. But then you have steaks, which like the inside is pink and the outside is like brown. And you want that to be like hot and fast, or at least, or you could do like the reverse sear where like you do low and slow for like, I think it's like what, 30, 45 minutes per inch or so. I don't remember because I always use like a thermometer to do that and just track it. But yeah, so you want to just take that up low and slow to get that nice and tender, and then you do the hot and fast sear to build up that amazing crust on the outside. But yeah, I like fermentation. I like to make pickles. I like pickles so much they have been mentioned again. But yeah, I like to make hot sauces, sauerkraut. I'm probably gonna butcher the name, but the Vietnamese salted lemons. I think it's Chan Moi or something. I probably absolutely butchered that, but yeah, I get that a lot at when I get like pho or like banh mi or something. It's really tasty, but that's gonna take a long time because it's like I think 3 months minimum, 6 months to like a year recommended. But yeah, I guess other hobbies. I like my pickup truck. It's fun. It's slightly lifted and it has underglow, and I put a subwoofer. It's super obnoxious, but I also have anime stickers on it. Yeah, I like to haul like raw materials like lumber and pipes and whatever for the above mentioned projects. It's also pretty good for furniture. I mean, like, yeah, moving van is usually better though, since like it's lower and easier to load stuff into, but I like my pickup truck. And I'm Texan, so yeah, it tracks. Travel's fun. Yeah, I went to Belgium and Netherlands last year, and I'm actually going to be heading to Germany at the end of this year for the Christmas markets, so that's going to be fun. I have cats, and I love cats. I actually have 2 cats. Their names are Velcro and JJ. I have actually specifically not included them in much detail in this intro because I want to give them their own crazy debut later. Let's see, raves. That shouldn't be surprising since I said that electronic music is like my favorite like overall genre. But yeah, I like to go to raves. I like to DJ at them. They're fun. I love the lights and sound and atmosphere. Honestly, at the point that like even cigarette smoke is pretty nostalgic. But yeah. And before anyone wants to gatekeep, I'm just going to define rave as like an event where the electronic music and the lights and the sound and the people there are like the main event. I'm not gonna be like, but it's not a real rave unless it's the underground in a warehouse and it's illegal, or no, fuck that. We're just gonna call anything where people are there to celebrate electronic dance music as a rave. But yeah, and like collecting vinyl and Androids, and by collecting vinyl I really mean like if I have like a super duper duper favorite album or like release or something that like I've rinsed over and over and over, I like to own it permanently and physically. And I like Androids because they are way better than Funko Pops and they're super cute and they cover a lot more media that I care about. But yeah, let's see, is that the last one before we... It is. Okay, so... Oh, I see King Coast is in here. Perfect timing. Okay, so, we're gonna go show off my 3D model. Okay, let's hope that this tech is not super duper scuffed. Yay! I'm here. Okay. And so, oh yeah, so that's one thing is that I used to have, like, tech where, like, if I'm, like, sitting down, like, if it detects I'm sitting down, then, like, a chair appears under my ass, but, like, I broke that in like the past build or so. So I'm gonna change that build. Wait, no, actually I can do that right now. Hold on, let me go do that real quick. And this is the perfect time for me to test out the pause screen. Okay, is this working? I hope it's working. It looks like it is on OBS. Anyway, yeah, so it turns out I actually broke it 2 builds ago, but I need this current build that I switched to for for this next part. So we're gonna have to switch the builds again after this demo, but for now, let's see. So I actually have like dynamic camera control here. Like whenever I'm sitting at this desk, then it switches to like this camera that's kind of like I'm on a Zoom call or something. And then when I get back here, then like it's an overall view. And I'm not pressing any hotkeys or anything. This is all like completely automatic. And when I'm at like my workbench, but I'm not actually like streaming anything, then like, or I guess streaming any video yet. It's just like this fake workbench, but it's like at my real life one, like I'm slapping that workbench. Yeah, have this. Oh wait, that's not gonna work right now because my tracker is on my back. I'm gonna go flip it to the front, and it's gonna look really wacky, which is pretty cool. It's Halloween, it's spooky season. Okay. Yes. Crap, I just scuffed my my nail polish. Anyway, so yeah, tracker's on the front, and now I can demonstrate. I'm lounging on my couch. But yeah, let's twist this back in place. Dip. Okay, so yeah, have real life 3D printers here, even though they're like these fictional sci-fi ones that I don't know if they actually have real 3D printing kinematics, but whatever, it's cool. What else? Yeah, I think those are all the dynamic cameras that I have right now. I want to show off like my finger tracking, but right now like my index controllers are like disconnecting every few minutes, so I'll just save that for the end. But yeah, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, so I added a new camera mode. Well, new to me. Well, I mean, technically everything's new to y'all because like this is the debut, but this, I literally jammed it in like 12 hours ago. Let's see, I think it's P. Yeah, drivable camera active. So, this is gonna be where I reveal different parts of my avatar. So yeah, I don't know, for some reason, VTubers like to start with them dogs. So, yeah, here are my feet. Whoa, that actually worked this time. I guess I need to calibrate my hip height, because, like, I have to, like, squat a little bit for the feet to actually be flat. And, like, when I'm, like, standing normally, then, like, I'm on my tippy toes. But, yeah, let's zoom in. So, yeah, and this is actually probably a good time to also show off the dynamic outfit system. So, yeah, we have them boots on, and then, oh no, the dogs are out! Ah! Them grippers! Okay, we're gonna go back to this, because that was kind of weird. But anyway, So then we have my leggings and corporate logo on the side, because it was gotta rep your hustle. Okay. I'm like getting a bit scrambled. I'll just reset the position. Okay. So anyway, yeah. Have the leggings with them knee pads, because I guess that makes the ability to like slides and stuff a lot easier. Oh, you know, I actually don't even need to keep playing with this camera. I can just like move IRL. I didn't think about that. Yeah, have the harness thingies because it's cool and all tech wear and stuff. And I got this Smith & Wesson Shield 9 strapped to my thigh, which oh heck, you got that absolute territory there. Woo! And short shorts. Not gonna show what's underneath that, although I think that actually take off the belts and harnesses at least. Yeah. Let's see, and then we have my torso and arms, and I did talk about the hand tracking, right, where like I wanted to show it off, but like, or at least the finger tracking, but I'm actually having connection issues with that, so I'm gonna save that to like the very end, just so I don't break things early. So right now I'm just using the wrist trackers at the moment. And how many points of tracking am I using? Using 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points right now. Actually, I should add like a toggle for the hand tracking modes to where like when I guess if I have both the wrist tracking, because like I have like the Steam VR trackers on my wrists, but I can also hold the index controllers, and so if I have a mode where it's like both of those, then I guess I can switch the Steam VR ones to wrist tracking, and then the what's it called, the index controllers for hand tracking. But anyway, so we can take off this jacket. That's a bit of a bug where like my harness and stuff disappears at the same time. That's not supposed to happen. But yeah, and let's see if it works in this. Okay, so I'm gonna scream, so just prepare your ears. Ah! You can see that like my my RGB like actually glows with my speaking volume. And I actually used to have a mode where like if I made different expressions, then there would be it would like, if I was like angry, then my RGB would change to red. If it was like super duper happy, it would like change like green. I don't have that in yet, but that's upcoming in the software update, because I used to have that in an old build, but I actually wrote a bunch of new stuff from scratch that isn't quite compatible with that. And let's see. So this kind of battle scar thing I actually got in an accident with a robot IRL in my flesh mech form, and so this damage, let's see. This damage actually corresponds to that spot, to that gigantic scar I have on my arm IRL. Let's put the jacket back on, because it's slightly cold. Yay! And it also glows along with my other stuff. And then let's get to my face. Yay, it's me! Yeah, I have these like seams because I'm like a cyborg or an android or something. I haven't really decided that yet. And my eyes, they like have this cool glowy hex thing going on. Can you see that? And is this the build that has like glare? There, yeah, you can see glare on my glasses. So that's fun. And the hair is like super swooshy, and I really, really, really love it. Whee! Something that I'm not sure, I can't really tell, but I think that I used to have like a really dynamic, not dynamic, I mean, I'm overusing the word dynamic, but my eyes were moving around, but like, I'm not sure if they still are, or if they're, like, actually fixed. I think they're working, actually. Oh, you know, I think I know what's actually going on. It's because I switched from using a neck tracker, or a neck-based, face cap phone holder thingy to, making it head-based, but I didn't update the software, and I think that I may have, forgotten to take out the counter-turning part of the code. But yeah. Let's see. Oh. You can put cool-ass, shades on, and, you know, also, all natural. But yeah. What else? I guess I'll, like, make a bunch of faces, or at least try to. The blend shapes from, like, Vroid to, like, ARKit are not, like, an exact one-to-one mapping, so that's just something I'm going to be refining. Yeah, I might just do, like, a weird stream where it's just, like, poses and stuff. But, anyway, what's next? I think, okay, I can't see myself behind myself, but I also have a cool hair tie. And so, I think that's, probably all the features of the avatar that I can show right now. Yeah, let's get back to the slideshow, to talk more about the art and stuff. Oh yeah, I have a sit-stand desk, which is why I'm, like, down here now. And, I'm also new to this, so I'm having, like, pretty slow transitions and stuff between scenes and setups and stuff, but anyway, what was I doing? You're gonna hear that a lot. Gonna move that window there. And we're gonna open up Google Slides again. Get out of this menu, and I guess back to, avatar view, which is what I use for a presentation mode and stuff, where I'm, like, in the corner and I'm like, yay! Anyway, so yeah, my character model was, made by Keen Coast, who is in the chat, and, yeah, you can commission her on VGen. She is my 3D mama. Yeah, awesome work. I'm really glad with how the design was brought to life. And so, I wonder if I can remove... Anyway, so yeah. And then my 2D artist, is Leo Giaz. I've been commissioning her for probably over maybe 12 years now. And so this is the two-dimensional, character reference sheet that I, commissioned from her, and she is my 2D mama. Yeah, just if you go back and forth, the way that King Coast brought Leo Giaz's 2D drawing to life is just crazy accurate. And so yeah, and she also does commissions, and I'm actually gonna have a page. It doesn't exist yet, but I'm gonna make it very soon after the stream, where it's on my artist credits in not only this video, but, like, in a web page. And it should have links to where you can contact them for commissions. So I think every artist mentioned in here is open, maybe not all the time, but at least every once in a while open to commissions. And I really like the work that they did. So yeah, this is my 2D character design. We have the A pose and the 3/4 back view A pose. And just different amounts of the outfit removed. And then character concept, that was me. I drew this sketch, and I sent that off to Leo Giaz to turn into this really awesome polished piece. But yeah, I doodled myself literally, actually also doodle myself. But yeah. And, this Vroid was actually what I used to, like, kind of test if the outfit ideas I had were possible, but, oh my gosh, if you compare this to what Ginkgo's made, I'm so glad I decided to actually commission an artist for this. And so the key visual, this is what you saw on the thumbnail, and what you'll see a lot because it's a key visual, so it's used a lot for promo. Yeah, this artist is Rizsa Perdhana, and I actually saw him on a Reddit post where he posted a bunch of stuff. It's like, yo, I love this style, and it's like it reminds me of like another like style that I really like, but this one's like more anime, which fits my thingy. And so I reached out to him, and yeah, he's also on VGen, and yeah, it's it just looks really nice, really cool, and I'm using crop of that as my profile picture. Oh wait, this is the old version. There's a new version with the proper. Okay, actually, just give me a second. I'm gonna go fix that real quick. What is it? I forgot that you have to actually double tap for, what's it called? For OBS and Studio Mode to actually change stuff. Can you hear me? Yeah, it looks like it's still working. I mean, like, I don't really care that I accidentally slightly doxed myself, because, you can just find my face on the BattleBots TV show if you really, really wanted to. It's not that hard. Where did I put that file? I have a shit ton of files. There we... Wait, is that it? No, that's not it. Shit. This art is, like, really, really good, so I have to, properly retrieve the real... Or, I guess, the final version of it. I can't just let the previous version slide in, I realized that there's actually background music playing too, so, me doing that on top of that is probably not very helpful, especially since as a DJ, I know how shitty it is when, like, a transition, or, like, I guess 2 songs overlapping really, really sucks. Okay, I think we're back on. Let me open the slideshow again. And screen is on, and transition back to that. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this is the final version of it. But yeah, that's the key visual, and woo! And my emotes. I also commissioned tuna. I imagine that's like how British people stereotypically pronounce it. Tuna, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, have these emotes, and they're gonna be on my Discord server, which I will be dropping later on into this stream. But yeah. What's next? Oh yeah, technical and miscellaneous credits. So, 3 motion capture software, and I'm bragging, but that was me. Yes, it is me. And, Unity plugins. I love Keijiro Takahashi's, plugins. His, Clack library is just amazing. Was introduced to it at my first job, and have been using it in, like, basically every personal project since. Root Motion, Final IK. It's really awesome. I'm gonna be honest, there are like so many credits that I went through that I forgot what you did, but what you did, Dennis Resolve, but I'm pretty sure it was very cool and very useful for me. The 3 environment, that's also me-ish. Actually, I should have ordered that next to this. I'm being like really nitpicky on my own stream live, but I guess it's content. Anyway, so 3D environment, that was me-ish, I did like a 3D scan of my real life office, where I am right now. Bless me. But I'm not a 3D modeler, nor do I have the time to model all of that stuff myself. So almost every 3D model you see in there has been kit bashed. From most of those assets are from Kitbash 3D, but these other credits are, I guess, 3D modelers and animators and such that have also made stuff that I bought or downloaded or whatever. The glitchy transition that I hope you've been seeing, unless I accidentally did not configure it properly. That's a Natalie/Dex Pixel. I bought that on VGen. VGen doesn't just have and I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just really happy that I found a platform super cool like them. But VGen, it's like all human artists. There's no generative AI allowed it, and all the artists have to be like vouched for by another artist or some other system. So in this case, it's a good kind of gatekeeping, so that like it really keeps real people being the actual driver of the creativity on there. And you can do commissions, but you can also do you can also just buy stuff that's already been made that like are just assets ready to use. What else? Yeah, it's pretty slick. They used to be like primarily just for like VTuber stuff, I guess, but since launch, they've really expanded their content to just be like anything that you used to normally want to get like Fiverr or something before it got like super duper Gen AI, whatever dookie. But yeah, the logo, that's my logo, I designed that. Various audio effects, I got them from Splice, the stock media that you saw in the intro cinematic, and in lots of the trailers and stuff, that's from Envato, and the slides template is from SlidesGo. They wanted me to put the thank you slide in there, but it's in German, so I don't know how much that helps. But yeah, let's see. Okay, what was, hold on, let me check my notes real quick, because I'm already lost in my own, debut. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, perfect. Wait, is my mic too loud? Because I realized I may have been redlining the whole time. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Yeah, and so... This is streaming the correct... Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So yeah. We're gonna go move on to the next part after this, but content strategy. Okay, it's actually really weird because this is all like super corpo sounding, and that was like kind of the intention was I'm supposed to like satirize like a big evil tech bro corporation that owns like everything, so all the slides are themed to be like super duper corporate, but I'm having problems staying in character, but whatever, what VTubers don't. And so anyway, this is basically just what you can expect from my streams. Robot combat is my biggest hobby, so I'll be doing robot designs, robot assembly, testing if I can figure out how to do those camera feeds and keep this like avatar system going. Event recaps, might do fight reviews on stream, especially if like you have fights that you want to submit that I'll review. I don't really want to comment on other people's fights unless they ask for it, because like I don't know, if they like suck but like I don't want to say, oh man, you sucked, then like that's kind of really mean and really awkward if I'm just like, interesting fight. But yeah, I want to do robot combat stuff a lot, and related to that is just kind of maker and engineering content in general. I do lots of CAD because that has to go with the robot stuff, but I've also been doing CAD for about maybe, gosh, 15 years now. It's like, yeah. And so 3D printing, electronics design, including PCB design, doing the assembly and soldering on my workbench, project deep dives for stuff I've already built, but haven't really gotten to talk about all the details of. Let's see, gaming. I like to play video games. We established this before, so I want to stream some of the games that I play. But I also make games, so I want to stream game dev content and also playthroughs of games that I've made. Music. Yeah, you can actually see this is from like 5-ish years ago, 4-ish years ago. I had like a mo-capped DJing system where you could actually like match up my IRL equipment to the virtual one, and I'd be like all like dancing and partying and stuff, and like all the stink faces and whatever. And so yeah, that's the thing that I want to do in the future. I need to plan it out more though. I can't really give a timeline on when I'm going to be doing that, because music production, I kind of get really nervous when I'm working on super early stage stuff, because everything just sounds terrible, like snare sounds like shit and whatever, until like, I want to say like, when a song is like 75% done, that's when it actually starts to sound good. But like that first like 3/4 of it, oh man, I'm just like, this is embarrassing. It sounds like Baby's first track. I can't do this, and I can't play like live piano, so I'm just like going on like all of the notes and stuff, and it sounds really bad for a while because I'm not classically trained, so I guess I don't have that like music theory and like chord writing and stuff drilled in my head, but it's whatever. But the DJing, I need to figure out what the logistics of that are in like 2025, because internet stuff changes a lot, and I've been in the music industry for enough years to know how much music laws suck and are frustrating and are fractured, and so that makes it very difficult to stream music online and want to keep your accounts alive. So can't make any promises on that, but I do want to do DJing streams again. And yeah, I also want to do like just kind of chill streams where I'm yapping or maybe mixing some cocktails on my workbench, because I actually bought like a full ass setup of I guess all the standard liquors and spirits and a bunch of mixers like orange juice and clamato and tonic water and whatever. So that could be fun. But yeah, and so I'm gonna go grab some water, but then after that we will be at my workbench. But yeah, let me go use that pause screen again, which I'm surprisingly getting a lot more mileage out of it than I expected. Alright, is this thing working? Let me see. I actually have my stream on, like, my iPad next to me just so I can, like, confirm stuff. But there's, like, a 30-second-ish lag. Anyway, I posted a link in the chat for, a poll of, like, what Lego set I should build. So, we're gonna give that, like, a few more minutes. Alexa, set timer for 3 minutes. Okay, yeah, it looks like this works. So yeah, I have 2 Lego sets, a bonsai tree and a Game Boy, and I'm gonna build one of them, on stream during this, debut, just to demonstrate the, workbench tech. Yeah, let's see, is the auto camera working? It is working. Yeah, so, have, like, these 2 sets. Right now, it looks like bonsai tree is winning, but, yeah. We're gonna give it like a couple more minutes for y'all to vote for which set I should build. That's like 3 votes. You could turn the tide, bonsai tree people, for the Game Boy one to not win, and the bonsai tree wins. Yeah, and while I wait for that, I'm just gonna like grab a napkin or something back here. I wonder if the mocap's going crazy. I can't even see it because, like, I'm turned around. Might be. Oh man, just think of the clipping potential if this shit's going crazy right now. Doop, 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 doop. What are you doing? I hear those weird noises in the mic. So, I actually saved, like, doing my nail polish for, like, super duper duper last minute. I didn't have time to, like, remove the stray strokes, so I'm literally doing that right now while conveniently waiting for y'all to get your last votes in for, which Lego set I should build. So, it seems a bit weird that I'm doing Lego, like, right now. When I was, like, talking about 3D printing and stuff, and so the idea was that, I know that if I, like, try to start, like, a new project or something, then I'm like, oh, this will only take, like, 10 minutes. It usually ends up being, like, a lot longer than that, and I underestimated it, and, like, I have to, like, drill or cut or reprint or something. So, yeah, we're just, We're just building a Lego set because it's easy and controlled and predictable. Alright. She hasn't gone off yet, so just gonna wait for that timer to cook. Ooh, that would be a fun mod. I should think about that. That's a good idea. Yeah, to mod the Game Boy to play actual games. Ooh, that's spicy. I like that. Woo! All right. Just gonna go show what the kids look like right now. Does this switch? Oh no, it's because I set the camera to what's it called? To manual instead of wait, that was, oh, I know it's wrong. Okay, that makes sense. Because oh, I gave myself an extra feature I didn't know about. That's cool. Anyway, what was I doing? Is the alarm even going off yet? Let's also get back to that, what's it called? The poll screen. Yeah. Alexa, time left on my timer.
There are no timers set.
Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna pretend that was like 3 minutes. But yeah, let's go build that Lego set looks like the Game Boy one, so we will be building that. Switch cameras. Like, I was bragging about the automatic camera system before, but, like, in this case, well, yeah, there's nothing to show on the other screen, so I actually want to manually lock it to this workbench stream. But, yeah, and let me go get the, let me go get my iPad up on here so that I can, like, read what y'all are saying while I'm building this stuff. Okay. Yeah, it looks like the Game Boy won. So, this set is, I'll build that another stream. But yeah, here's my workbench. Yeah, we're gonna build a Lego Game Boy. We're going to try to open the box so that we can build a Lego Game Boy. Okay, that didn't work the way I expected it to, but, whatever. Okay. And let me rebalance my camera a bit. Alright. Instructions. Oh, you can put, like, cartridge stickers on it. I'm actually gonna try, like, line stuff up so that I can't get, like, pieces stuck behind the back of the workbench, because that really, really sucks, and that almost happened during the dry run that I did. And even then, I don't have too much faith in that, ruler, so let me go see if I have, like... Oh, yeah. Have, like, all this random-ass long hardware. My... What's it called? My tracking is gonna go nuts because I'm about to, like, leave the tracking area. Doop, 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 doop. Oh yeah, that'll work. Hello, random piece of steel and aluminum extrusions. Okay, we have random bits of steel and aluminum. Yeah, we've got the good shit here. Okay, these bags have numbers on them. And, yeah, I'm not really a big Lego person. Haven't really been since, I got into 3D printing, because I honestly, it was kind of more of a means of an end to me than, like, a main goal for me to play with Legos. So, yeah, let me just organize this stuff. One thing that I don't really like about the setup that I want to figure out how to improve later is there's like a 1 second delay. Like you can probably see it, or maybe not 1 second, it's like 300 milliseconds, but if I clap, I'll be like a little bit off sync. And that'll be like kind of annoying if I like use a hammer or something that like goes like, I guess, timing wise needs to be really snappy. But yeah, so I wonder if these bags are like, you open them in order. Okay, this is just a bunch of fluff text. Oh, it's those things the children have been using as, forks for their Lego battle box. I shouldn't have said children, that was actually a little bit rude. They're making cool stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna take this like random prototype piece thing, and I'm actually gonna use that as like maybe like a little parts corral so that stuff doesn't like roll around like crazy. But I guess that I just take out like the first bag. Yeah, so it looks like the numbers on the bags are like the order that you're supposed to open the stuff in. Yeah, that tells you how far I've been from LEGO for a while. But yeah. And let me know if there's like weird technical issues on this, because like, yeah, it's the workbench stuff. The one of my so the battery on my framework was like defective. Well, it's still defective. Actually, let me go get it because it's like really puffy. If I can find it. Actually, having like a spicy pillow that you can't find is pretty dangerous. I found it. Yeah, it's pretty spicy, but support got to me like right away, and they're mailing a new one over. So I want to like destroy this one with like one of my robots on stream. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, spicy pillow. What was I talking about? I completely forgot what I was talking about. Okay, let's just build this thing. So, yeah, I don't really know what to talk about right now while building this. Ask me questions or something. This is probably like a good, like, ask me things part, since, like, I can just kind of do this, like, at the same time. And practicing engagement with my audience is very poggers. I don't... Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Wait, which way did that go? Okay, so... I guess it's just easier if I orient it to be, like, the same direction as, what the picture shows. Okay, yeah, if modding it to play chiptune would be awesome. Yeah, I'm down for that idea too. Dude, we should talk more about like stream ideas that would be really cool. Especially since you're like coming over in November. So we can totally we can probably rush some tech so that we can like do a mocap stream or something. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I guess this is the part that maybe holds like the fake gameplay screens. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Oof. Oh yeah, something cool about the tracker tech that I've been working on and the dynamic cameras is I'm actually disabling certain trackers when I'm in certain zones. Like, y'all can't see my feet right now, so the feet tracking is disabled so that it doesn't go like super duper nuts until I leave the area. Okay, where are those pieces? Unless these are upside down. I don't actually see that. Is it in the box still? Chat, is it in the bot? Help me. In the box, I meant. Can you see that? I can't really tell. Oh wait, there's that like one view on the GoPro itself. Okay, where'd that go? What are these little slide things? Two. It looks like something you can just like kind of slide in and out anyway when you're I picked Lego because there's like no unknowns, and there's still unknowns going on. Whoop. Okay, so it's that, and that's not the same as this. Checking the box again. It's not in there. Okay, whatever. Did I drop it? Okay, I'm gonna make the assumption that this piece has been, like, is actually in another bag, but it's not telling me, and I might open it up in the future. That, or I might just, like, make my own screen and shitpost it. Okay. What are we making now? Yes, this is the cartridge. Oh, that's a single weird piece. That's weird. I've never seen that one before. Gonna put this up here. I was trying to find, like, a more LEGO Technics heavy thing, but I only saw, like, car sets, and I'm like, I don't know anything about these cars, and I'm worried that if I like, buy one of these car sets, then someone will be like, you bought this shitty car that was overrated, and then they're going to, like, cyberbully me, and then I'll cry. Okay, that looks correct. Oh, I see. I was getting a little mixed up for a second. Oh, I almost missed that little tiny peg there. Does anyone know what the names for these parts actually are? Like, these little circle dudes? Because I don't know what these names are. Wait, did I mess something up? I didn't. Wait, did I? Oh, okay, I didn't mess it up. That makes sense. Woo! Studs. Okay. Just checking my floor again to see if, like, I lost, or, like, if I dropped those, like, screens. Okay. I don't know if we have enough parts to actually build multiple cartridges, so I'm not gonna put the sticker on yet. Gonna wait for that to be done, and then I guess I'll just decide which one I want to put on, or if I want to make a custom sticker, because that'd be cool. Okay, back to the build. I think I did that. Yeah, I did that wrong. Let's see if this will come in handy. It does. Okay. Ish. It didn't cleanly fix it. Yeah, I put that on the other side of what it was supposed to be. And then we're gonna put that. It's interesting, it has to be, like, offset by 1. Wait, what's going on? Offset by 1 is a weird choice. But I've also never owned, like, a classic Game Boy, so I don't actually know if it's, That does not look right to me. Though. Well, I guess it can snap. I'm just gonna follow instructions. Okay, yeah, that actually makes sense now. Alright. I'm I'm just gonna, like, take these extra parts. They're, like, tiny that I'm not using, that I assume are packed extras. And, I'll just, put them together so I don't, like, lose them. Okay. Bag number 2. I don't know if I should open this one yet. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Okay, yeah, it looks like I shouldn't open that yet. Is everything still working? I hope it is. So what is this part? Is there like a big... Is that like a door cover or something? Why do I not see it like in here? Whatever. I'll just keep building and figure what that is later. Yeah, I actually had like 3 lighthouses set up for the VR tracking, but like one of them died, so I don't have all the coverage that I really want. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to figure that out later. Oh, you know, I think, yeah, my waist is actually a little twisted for some reason. Okay. We're building a Game Boy. You wouldn't download a Game Boy. I don't know. This... Okay, now I need that thingy. Where is that big green block? Or plate? Or panel? What is it called? It's a super duper wide pieces. It's not in 3. It's not in 4. Oh! This is where it was. I guess there's like another bag. I don't want to tear it open with my, nails, because I just did my nail polish. Okay, we found those missing. Oh, shit, that's cool. Yo! Okay, I hope I can show this on the camera. How does this work? Okay. Can you see that animate? It's like this like cool like holographic thing. Yeah. I don't know what the sound effect is for the Game Boy. Is it? I knew the Game Boy Advance one is like something like that. Okay, let's actually go back to that like one thingy. So you can see how the what orientation they're supposed to go in. Okay. My favorite, I think I just like that simple logo flash. I learned there's a called stingers, like the video transitions in like OBS and stuff. So that's cool. I'm surprised I was able to get away with like just having one stinger for like everything so far. I'll probably need more, but now that the debute's over, or not over because it's still in progress, but now that the debut will be over, I can actually like kind of relax and take my time on my features and software and stuff. Don't have to like super duper rush it anymore. This is a bit tedious. Oh my gosh, you are right. The avatar is going absolutely nuts. Actually, I might be able to fix that a little bit by just like moving the stuff a bit more so I can be just a bit more in range, because like I'm barely in range of like one of these lighthouses. The other one, I'm very well with invisibility. Oh, the lighthouses. So I'm using the Steam VR avatar system, not avatar system, Steam VR tracking system. And it's really good for, like, accuracy, if you're in range. I don't think even the latest, like, Meta Quest headsets have beaten it yet. But it is kind of a pain in the ass to set up. It's a lot more expensive. But literally industry pros use it for motion capture. You'll see it, like, behind the scenes of, like, a lot of... Oh, I think oh no, I didn't put on too many. Anyway, you'll see it behind the scenes of a lot of places, in combination with, like, other systems like XSense or, like, OptiTrack or something. But, like, you can slap, like, Steam VR trackers on, like, cameras and props and, stuff while combining it with, like, a super nice, like, VR tracking suit. And, yeah, it's a good way to get functionality for, like, props and stuff. Prop tracking was one of the stretch goals I actually had. Didn't make it in time for the debut, which I think I already talked about how I really wanted that for, like, drinking water and stuff. But yeah, it's a thing. Okay, I think it's time to open the second bag. Where's my scissors? I need scissors! 61! This part's really fragile. I hope that we, build it up very soon. These are some really small bits, too. I might need to get my tweezers out for this. Tweezers, where are you? These will work. Whatever the bent tip needle is, ones are called, and also these. Okay, this like mocap helmet is kind of really heavy. It's starting to take a toll, so I'm gonna, like, sit down-ish on a kneeling chair, which still lets me be high enough to be at this workbench. I'm actually surprised that, like, these trackers aren't really getting in the way that much. Didn't really notice them until I got lower in this position. But yeah, I have a, what's it called, a kneeling chair in addition to, like, a normal ergonomic office chair. And it's really nice for, like, being able to have trackers on your back without having them obscured by, like, the seat back. This is, like, when you're plugging a USB cable in, and it's, like, upside down twice in a row before it's right side up. Even though that's not how math works with the pigeonhole principle and the discrete mathematics. Oh my gosh, it wants you to put, like, so many of these vent things. That's crazy. They're, like, barely held in. It's really tedious. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Never mind. It has to be, like, completely see-through the whole way. Never mind. I was like, are we gonna be sliding these vent thingies up and down so that we can, like, see the holographic image or something? I think it's technically, like, lenticular or something. I don't know. Whatever the changey image is called. I was wondering if this is, like, shutters for that, so you could, like, see different bits, but the pitch is way different, like, probably an entire order of magnitude bigger, and, yeah. Where are these little tiny pieces? There are too many tiny pieces! Ah! There's too many look-alike tiny pieces, also. I need, like, 4 more. Do I need 4 more of these, or did I accidentally do an extra row? I did an extra row. That's what's wrong. Okay. Oof. Okay, that's finally done. got this big-ass battery cover thing. I got a Cricut recently, which I forgot to put in, like, my interest, although I guess... and it's not like a hobby, it's just another tool for my hobbies, but... it's been fun to, like, make shit posting stickers and stuff with it. I'm actually really glad that I made this new, face cap rig thingy, which you've been seeing it, like, poke into the video every once in a while. It's a lot more comfortable than that, like, neck rig thing, which, like, I bought, like a neck phone holder, which was, like, highly recommended by lots of VTubers, but, like, I guess it works pretty well if you're, like, pretty static at, like, your desk or something, but, if you're moving around a lot and need a workbench, I think that head-mounted is the way to go. But, and I'll be talking about this a lot more later, but, with the, yeah, the commercial units for the head trackers are pretty crazy expensive. Like, I think the cheapest one that looks good is the Rococo one. It's like it's like, it's like $300. And so, this thingy that I'm wearing right now, I have been able to build it for significantly cheaper. And so I want to iterate on it until it's basically professional grade, and then I would love to bring it out to market at, like, a way more reasonable price that, like, other VTubers can afford. Okay, I am missing a piece, or not missing, but, like... oh! Not missing a piece, I'm missing a page. That makes sense. Well, not missing, it's more so I accidentally turned 2 pages. You know what I mean. Okay, continuing on this. So we have that. But I'm gonna take these off for now too, because they'll just get me confused. I don't know why I put those on there. They weren't even in the picture. Put this bit on, and put this bit on. Yeah, that looks the right length. Okay, that explains why it didn't seem right. That makes so much more sense, because I was trying to find, like, a piece that looked like this. Oh, that explains why I put these two on the end. Okay. I guess this is the headphone jack. Alright. I wonder why there's all these, like, green... oh, I'm missing... I hope that that's the only piece that I was missing from that. Oh no, I think I fucked it up a little. Shit. Something's upside down that shouldn't be that way. Okay, I think this is actually an easy fix. Oops, it's an easy fix. Okay, is this the one that has, like... no, that's the cartridge. Oh, wait. I made the assumption that this and this were actually the same corner, but they're not. Okay. Let's reorient ourselves. Okay. Alright, I think I know how to fix this. We're just flipping over what parts go there. That should be it. And this is still kind of flimsy, but whatever. It's upside down. Alright. Now we're at this point. That just lines up like... Oh no. Oh, okay, that goes on top of that. Okay. Now we're just making the reverse of that one bit. That goes there. That goes there. Y'all have more questions? I need to yap more. I was like, I'm just gonna pick a pretty quick to build Lego set, and this one's actually taking a while. I underestimated how long it would take. This goes here. It looks like this one's like kind of simplified in comparison. It's probably because like the Game Boy has like that one rounded corner. There's that one piece. That piece is weirding me out. I don't know why. Just the vibes are kind of off on it. It's got like 3, but then it's got like 2. But then like you can actually plug that into like the thingy. Just a sec. Let me close something. Okay. Flip this over. That one bit. I want enchiladas after this. That would be very poggers. Does T22 suck yet? Or is it, still good? I think it's still pretty good, surprisingly. I was really worried because I think they were bought by, like, a VC. And they definitely cheaped out on, like, some of the packaging and stuff, but, like, last time I ate there, it was still tasty, though. Service seems to be a bit more minimal than it was before. Oh, for context, T22 is, like, a really, really good, like, Nashville hot chicken place in Austin, Texas. Which I realize sounds weird because Nashville and Austin are in different states. Actually, it's pretty cool that, like, Tennessee and Texas are, like, right next to each other alphabetically. But anyway, so, yeah, T22 is, like, a really good local Austin place, but we were getting pretty nervous after they got bought by, like, not a VC, not venture capitalist, it was something else. Private equity firm. I just like the irony that, like, I'm trying to play this character of, like, a evil corporate thingy, and then, like, I'm ranting about VCs and private equity. But that's why I picked that lore, because I know it well enough to satirize it. Which is weird that I'm just saying that right out loud, but whatever, it was gonna happen anyway. Alright. I'm kind of jealous that y'all can hear the background music and I can't. Right now it's silent for me. Well, not true silence, because I have, like, my 3D printer humming and, like, some other stuff, but, like, y'all are getting something that's, like, probably more groovy than the silence that I'm hearing. I don't know if this model is to scale. I've never had a OG Game Boy, so I don't actually know how big it is. Hi! Thanks everyone for coming to the stream also. I was worried that I'd be, like, debuting to, like, no people. Like, I have to pretend that I'm talking to people. But, yeah, like, I think a couple dozen of y'all have shown up total so far, and that's really poggers. Let's see. There's, like, so many weird, weird pieces. Oh, yeah, I actually have 2 versions of this background music. I have, like, one version that has Foley, which is the one that I think is playing right now, just like give it kind of like vibes of like you're in like a cyberpunk rough neighborhood, and you can hear like gunshots and industrial things and the popo and whatever. But I forgot which one I decided on in the end, but I guess if you can hear that, then it is the version with the Foley. Also, I get really thrown off when I'm like driving and like the song I'm listening to has like police sirens, and I'm, oh shit, why are they pulling me over? These like little tiny specialized pieces are so weird. How many unique Lego shapes are there, and how many total variants are there after you account for like all the colors and stickers? Like, isn't Lego one of those things that's like super crazy about like the company and like users knowing all the like serial numbers and part numbers and stuff? Because I think it is, and that's why I put it in the poll of like, which Lego set should I build, and I put like the numbers in there, because I had a feeling that like Lego people would be, oh shit, that's like, they'd be like, oh, you have to use the number, because we don't know if you're talking about the 2024 bonsai tree release, or if you're talking about the 1970 Osaka World's Expo exclusive Lego release bonsai tree. Like, I don't know. I also just realized I made the assumption that bonsai trees are Japanese, when I'm actually not totally sure. And in that rant, I think I accidentally a wrong piece. But we fixed it. Cause like, bonsai, that fits the Japanese syllable patterns. But I'm not familiar enough with Chinese languages to know if it also fits that too. Okay, that entire piece goes there. There's like a bunch of glare on here. I wonder if I can put like a polarized light filter or something so I don't get glare, because like, yeah, I mean, you can see it pretty badly in the camera feed itself, and it's actually even worse for me IRL. But I don't know if it works to put like a polarized filter on the light source, or if it only works on like when it's entering your eyes. I probably should have paid more attention to optics and magnetism in college, but super duper higher education was a bit of an after gifted struggle. But I did it. I have a computer engineering degree now, so that's good. I'm just like info dumping random stuff right now. I really like how smooth that is. It's like, okay, SolidWorks, add a fillet along here, radius, I don't know, like 6 millimeters or something. Y'all ever like play that that game where like your buddy has like a tape measure or something and shouts like I don't know, like 18 inches, and then you have to be like poof, and then like your buddy measures it and sees how accurate you are. Like, oh crap. Whoa. Let's see, what stopped working? Oh shit. My Gundam helmet just fell off of my speaker, which my GoPro cable was hooked up to, and then it all collapsed. And then my filament tower collapsed too. So let's see if the GoPro is still gonna work and connect. I really hope that Violent Forest didn't like break the USB port, because I just bought this thing like a few months ago. Okay, GoPro USB connected. Hold on, just give me a second to try to fix this. Unless I'm out of battery. Oh shit, I know what's going on. The battery popped out. Okay, we're almost back on. It's not a VTuber debut if you don't have scuff. Wow, and that was enough to like pull off a welding magnet, but it says webcam now on this thingy. And it looks like it's showing up, so I assume we are good again. But I'm also hearing like disconnect beepy sounds, but I can't restart the computer because YouTube doesn't let you, Okay. That was not scripted, by the way. That was very real. I think we're back to normal. Pretty sure during that debugging process you probably saw, like, a bunch of random crap. Anyway. Wow, I did not expect that to happen on the first stream. I knew it was gonna happen eventually, but whatever. Okay, let's get back to the build. I'll figure out if I want to edit that part out, which means that, some of y'all might be tempted to try to grab the archive before I can edit it out. It's whatever. I mean, I post pictures of my messy-ass plays all the time anyway, so... Wait a second, which... Oh, I got that upside down. This brick remover is turning out clutch. How did that happen anyway? Oh shit. I also, my tiny 3D printed drawer of, like, little USB adapters also spilled out. Don't want to step on those. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to, get y'all's advice, Jay and, Killscreen, on, how to edit these clips and stuff. Because I watch clips, but I don't know, like, clipping culture and editing it and stuff, really. I've been getting, like, really good at DaVinci Resolve lately, though, so I think I want to try to make my own clips instead of, like, have to rely on an editor. Although, I would probably... I know, it sounds like there's a lot of stuff involved, though, with making content these days, that it might be better to pay an editor. But, who do I know that can edit clips? I wonder if I know someone that does that and really loves video editing. Okay. I guess we're back to the build. How many bags are... Gosh. We're not even, like, I should have built the damn bonsai tree instead. Because I was expecting this to be, like, I was expecting this to take, like, 30 minutes. It's gonna take, like, an hour and a half. But, yeah, you know, actually, after I finish this bag, let's actually take a bit of a break from the block building so that we can go on with presentation. Because I have summoned all of y'all to this all-hands meeting, and it could have just been email at this point. But I do want to finish this on stream, so I think I'm actually going to adjust the order of it, where after finishing this bag, I'm going to go to the rest of the presentation, and then after that, I'll just get back to this, and then we'll close out the stream afterwards. What was I doing again? Okay, so we're just popping this into... Is it in there? For real? Oh my god, that's weird. Something popped out. Let's see. This looks like it's for the other side of it. That's a weird piece where it's a big ass hole through that. I didn't know that Lego pieces were supposed to penetrate that deep into other ones. I have a feeling that we're getting up on finishing this bag soon, and most of these are just the leftover parts that they toss in for extra for whatever reason. But I don't really get, like, I don't know if that's like a mistake, because like, aren't the Lego factories known for being like super duper duper precise? So like, oh gosh, I hope that is intentional unsymmetry. It is. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's like, this isn't lining up the way that I would expect it to. Alright. Cool. Yeah, this is just extra pieces. Alright. Let's switch gears a bit. Let's circle back to the presentation. Okay, unfull screen that. Turn off screen source. Oh wait. Yeah, turn off screen source. And then transition to the oh wait. There's like a no input loop that's like, oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's been fun learning the effects in DaVinci Resolve. Hold on, I'm trying to remember what it's doing. Okay, so, getting back to the presentation. Let's pop that as full screen, and then I can show my screen window, and then we can change my camera to whatever this view is, and then we can go back to this part. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. I just demonstrated kind of what I'm going to be doing at the workbench, except I'm going to be doing a lot more than just building Legos. I'm going to be soldering, drilling, assembling stuff, cursing a lot more. But yeah. So what's next? So this is where we lay out our audience engagement strategy. So yeah, I guess the fan base name, y'all are Grey Goobers, and if I need to explore the lore, if I need to explain the lore of that, so like, Grey Goo is like one of the kind of like futuristic sci-fi apocalypses, where like, you have like nano machines, you have like all these like nanobots that can like eat a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna drink some water. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Grey Goo is like a bunch of nanobots that can like eat literally anything, and then turn it into more nanobots, and it's like this apocalypse where there's just a bunch of nanobots that look like Grey Goo that just eat the entire world and everyone and stuff. And, yeah, the Grey Goobs, that's the fan name, I guess, so y'all can be, Grey Goobers, and I actually want to do a thing where, based off of a hash generated from your username or your Discord ID or something, you can get your own individual, probably unique Grey Goober. So if you're gonna, like, clip me or make, like, fan art, which would be awesome, or, like, any, memes or whatever, I'm not gonna do like the thing like, I have like 5 hashtags or 10 hashtags, and you have to use this for like the memes, and you have to use this for the family friendly art, and you have to use this for the spicy art, and no, just at me on like everything. It's at Pearl Gray Skies. I guess if that gets too overwhelming, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but for now, just at me. And Discord. This link is not live yet, discord.pearlgray.io, but it will be live soonish, like sometime today. But for now, if you want to join my Discord server, which is very minimally set up, I still need to do that. Here is the current live invite. I don't know how long this will still be live. Like, it might be dead by the time you see this if you're watching this weeks or months or years later. But, yeah, discord.pearlgray.io will eventually be just kind of like a quick hand for the, like a shortcut to, the invite link. Let's see. Okay, so, I need to finish setting up my Patreon, but, I'm gonna have a Patreon set up, and so, this part, there's gonna be, like, kind of just 2 tiers at first. There's gonna be the Behind the Smoke and Mirrors tier, which is, where you actually get to see, like, deep dives of me yapping about, like, the tech setup, and, like, honestly, it's gonna have, like, no kayfabe. It's just gonna be me candidly talking about, like, the stream tech and how you can set it up, because I really want to push the bounds of, like, VTuber tech and streaming tech, and while it is fun to play this character, it's not exactly the most helpful for trying to present that technology. And so on normal stream I will be in character and in this avatar form, but if you want to subscribe to the Behind the Smoke and Mirrors tier, this is where you get, like, exclusive behind the scenes stuff about setups, hopefully so that, like, you can get an idea of if you want to roll your own custom setup, your own home mocap studio or whatever. And so the next tier after that is the Prototype Access Program. This will get you access to 3D printable files so that, like, you can print your own convenient streaming hardware and stuff. You'll get priority access to beta tests for hardware. Like, if I have, like, a new thing like this, face tracking rig, I'll probably make, like, maybe 5 units and send them out for beta tests. So, anyone that is on this subscriber tier gets priority access to those things. And you also get the previous tier benefits, and, I also want to put some of these things that make sense to, like, put on my shop. A lot of them are going to be, like, 3D printed, and so default, I guess it'll come in, like, black or white or gray and purple. Like, you'll have, like, probably 2 or 3 choices to pick up of, like, purple or some, like, grayscale thing. But I know that color matters a lot to y'all's branding and, like, aesthetic and stuff, so, there will be an added fee if I need to, like, buy, like, a roll of filament for you to be like, hey, I want this thing, but I want it in pink, and then I'll be like, okay, there's an upcharge because I need to buy a pink roll of filament and print it on demand. But if you're on this tier, that's another perk, is that, you don't have to pay for that. You get your color customization extra fee waived. Let's see. Yeah, and so long-term development objectives. This is just the corporate title that I had for, goals that I want to do as a streamer and VTuber. So, I've DJ'd at lots of, IRL raves before, and I love it, and something I'd really love to do is, do that at an IRL event, but projected as this avatar instead of, like, my flush mech in front of the DJ, booth. And, yeah, so, like, I guess imagine, like, Miku Expo, but, like, with DJing, and it's me instead. But, yeah, I was talking about this before with that, face cap rig, but I also want to make a lot of that hardware, high quality, but affordable for, hobbyist streamers and, like, VTubers and stuff to get into. Like, the face tracking stuff, the cheapest commercial unit that looks any good is, like, $300. A lot of them are over 1,000. I think the most expensive one I saw was, like, 1,700 or something like that. So, yeah, if I could get, like, a high quality, professional quality, face capping head rig out that supports, like, Steam VR and Slime and Mokopi and whatever, just, like, modular and repairable and stuff, then yeah, I'd like to get that technology and those products in the hands of other streamers. I think it'll significantly, like, lower the barrier of entry to this stuff. I'd love to consistently podium at robot combat events, and so I just need to keep grinding that competition grind set, grind, rise and grind set, and yeah, I only really have one podium trophy to my name. I have like second place with my second robot, but I'd really like to become not just an interesting builder, but a dominant builder. I want to produce a track that gets in like a major rhythm game release, because it's fun, and I like rhythm games, and I like making music, and a lot of my music tastes are inspired by rhythm games. I'd love to solo dev my own indie game, and so I'm really close to this, actually, because the last game, it was me and Howl XR, we duo dubbed that. I did all the programming, and he did all the like design and marketing and like graphics and stuff, and we both did a bunch of like gameplay design together, and just bouncing off lots of ideas. And so if I was able to do that as a two-person full-time team with contracting specialists, I'm now really confident I could actually solo dev and ship my own game. I'd also love to collaborate with collaborate and inspire other makers and engineering-focused VTubers. I also do want to collaborate with lots of FleshTubers too, but this is a really fun niche that I'd love to see grow. There's not too many people I can name, because like I can think of like Ellie Minibot, Amiya Channel, Uwo's Lab, CodeMiko, Vedal. There's really, I want to see a lot more of us doing this kind of content, just because it's really fun, and it's different, and it's interesting. But yeah, and so my post-launch schedule, this is my the streams that I have planned. On Tuesday, October 21st, 7 p.m. Central, I will be doing a complete disassembly and reassembly of my 3-pound combat robot injection, and I think that I will be doing some fight reviews, maybe like some super abridged event recaps. Thursday, I was talking about that face mocap rig that I've been working on, and yeah, I want to plan doing some iteration on that. I can't do everything on stream because like a lot of it's really slow 3D printing and like just measuring and stuff like that. I do want to do a lot of it though on stream, just to give you guys a glimpse of the process, or like maybe get some ideas going. But yeah, that's me on Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. Just assume every time that I get out is Central Time, Texas time. And so on Sunday, I want to stream Monkey Tower, which is the game that me and Howl XR released last month. It was Quest 3 exclusive on launch, just because it was super hot and fast. We have it optimized, and we are releasing on Quest 2 extremely soon. And after that, we want to get it out on PC VR for the Rift platform, and frankly, depending on how well the game does, we really want to have it on Steam VR, but that's a whole nother platform to integrate. So just to tell the truth, it's going to take some time for that to happen, and we're going to have to see some interest to justify putting that labor in, but I do believe in a multi-platform software world, so we should yeah, I'm gonna play that on stream. And I'm gonna be wearing my shock suit, the same one that I use with my combat robot. Like anytime she gets hurt, then like I feel pain, and so that same suit is actually integrated into this game, and I will be playing that on stream with the shock suit. And it'll be a special PC build, I guess, before we actually release it, since I think there's a couple more hurdles we have to jump through before we can release it on PC. But yeah, that's a thing. Let's see, do I have anything else? Nope, that is the last slide. Alright, so I was actually expecting to finish that Lego set first, but it was taking longer, so now I'm just gonna do the second half of the Lego set. But yeah, that's basically what my channel is going to be, and the content and the plans, so let's get back to finishing that Game Boy. And it looks like everything is still working, so that's good. Alright, back to the desk. Okay, bag number 3. Oh, there's like mini bags inside of it too. I wonder if like you're supposed to open up the mini bags at the same time, or if you just open them up like later on. But I don't know why they do that also. Oh, it's a rubber band. Oh shit, I remember these rubber bands. They're the same ones in the LEGO Mindstorms stuff. Like the RCX system stuff. I didn't realize it was still... I didn't realize that they actually packaged that outside of the Technics and Robotics sets. Let's see. Okay, it looks like we do actually have to just open this right away. So what's the point of that? Like, is it that they're like made and packaged in different factories or something, and then they like just send it off to like other places, and then where's LEGO made? Is it like anyway, actually let me go fix my iPad, because there's like a cool streaming thing I found, or it's cool like OBS utility I found called OBS Blade. You can run on an iPad, and it like shows a bunch of stuff. Oh wait, chat's not working in that, whatever. I'll just open it. Actually, I need to go use the bathroom. So, man, that's like 4 pauses in one stream. I did not expect that. Where did it go? Oh, wait, that's the wrong camera. Okay, there you go. Thanks for letting me know that the camera was not automatically being set. Okay, I think that... Oh, wait. Oh! It's because I took my head off. I was actually really worried that I, forgot to mute the mic, or that, like, I didn't configure the scene change to mute the mic, and that y'all heard me going to the bathroom, but I think I actually, did that properly, so... On the other hand, I could have actually messed that up, and that would have been good hashtag content. Okay. So we're back to building this Game Boy. And the asymmetry of this, this build is really, really wacky, but I have come to appreciate asymmetry over the years as an aesthetic choice. And no, I'm never gonna get rid of my millennial side part. That I'm keeping that forever in my ankle socks and stuff. Which, if it wasn't very obvious during my preferences section, yes, I am a millennial. A few would say that I'm a borderline zillennial, but probably not. The fun part is that, like, I don't actually know what I'm building, like, in terms of what section of the Game Boy until, like, halfway into, whatever the thing is. Release the piss tapes! Let's see. Where's this little bean? Oh my god, oh, it's squishy! It's a squishy piece. It's like an actual bean. I'm actually really hungry. I want to get Tex-Mex after this. I'm totally gonna get enchiladas, I think. I have to think of where I want to get those enchiladas at. Something that I really like to do is, like, look at what all of— oh, I don't need this bit. Look at, like, what the local restaurants are, and by local, I mean, like, hyper-local, like, in your neighborhood, like, especially if you can, like, walk to it. I think out of all the restaurants in, like, what, maybe a half or whole mile of me, I want to say there's, like, 20 or so different choices, and I have been to, I think, 18 of them, and the only two I haven't been to are, this Greek place that's, like, I think $100 a plate. I love Greek food and Mediterranean food in general, although not enough to know the difference between the different areas, so don't quiz me on that. But, yeah, that's like a special occasion type thing, though, and I'm not familiar enough with Greek food to be like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to spend $100 on that, unless it's, like, super duper recommended to me or something, or unless it's, like, a super duper, like, I guess, I don't want to say upgraded, because that implies that the cheaper versions are inferior, but, like, I know, just, like, a fancy pants version of something I'm familiar with, that I would not hesitate to order if I learned it was, like, super duper tasty poggers and whatever. Yeah, I saw those wings that you posted, and, I'm like, yeah, I gotta try that, because, I mean, I want to be all tribalist and be like, nothing's gonna be my favorite wings place, because my favorite place is the better one, because it's my favorite. But then, I'm like, you know, it's a good thing for the world if there are a bunch of good wings places. So, if Minneapolis has a really good wings place, then great on them. That just means more people get to enjoy wings that are high quality. But yeah. Okay, this weird piece. Where do you go? Oh no, I did not finish that. There's one more to go on here. At first, I was, like, kind of nervous that I wouldn't be able to yap on stream, but at this point, I think I've gotten kind of a rhythm down that I'm at least yapping enough to say that I'm yapping, instead of, like, staying completely silent. But I'm also kind of just autopiloting this LEGO stuff right now. I got, like, 5 hours of sleep. I was doing, like, a bunch of crazy prep for this. I hope it pays off, but, yeah, I actually slept in my office. Oh, that's backwards. I actually slept in my office and set alarms, because I was like, oh, I don't want to miss this. That'll be really embarrassing. I fucked that up also. This brick remover is better than the one that, like, I grew up with. And it's a lot smaller, too. Okay, that looks right to me. Okay. Doop, 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 doop. I actually still don't even know what this part of the gameplay is, but I've never had the OG Game Boy, so it's not like I was familiar with it in the first place. Oh! Oh, these are the buttons. Okay. So let's start and select on there. And they're like sideways. And it does matter which one goes where. Now where's the other wedge piece? Okay, and then we snap that in here. On the way. It's kind of funny when they have like just these like mini sets of instructions just in like the top corner of the build instructions. Like I'm talking about like that part. Okay, rotate the— oh, that means rotate the piece, doesn't it? I should have done a dry run where it's like an endurance test of like how long I can wear this thing. But it was also a last minute choice to build this head rig in like literally the past couple days instead of like just keep using that neck tracking thing that I got. But hey, at least the coverage for the face tracking is like so much higher, and also like this thing is like way closer to me instead of like being like out here or something, so it's not in the way of like trying to do stuff. But yeah, I guess like after doing enough dry runs, I definitely think it's worth getting a head— well, let me rephrase that. The quality and difference of using like a proper head mounting tracker is crazy, but I can absolutely see why lots of VTubers will not justify buying a $300 thing for that. So yeah, if I can fix that, that would be poggers. Okay. Goes there. It looks like wait, that does not go there. I don't remember building that bit at all. Probably accidentally. Did I skip an entire ass section or what? I did. I managed to skip a few pages, but we can recover pretty easily. All these color variants are fun. Oh my gosh, it always trips me up when it's like, you have to put this piece upside down into like the mini tiny peg or whatever it's called. I'm missing... yes I am. That goes there. It's like those little green bits look like they're supposed to be level. For some reason, like this little subsection is like giving I guess nuclear power plant vibes. I'm guessing it's because like the pastel green is like kind of like uranium-ish, or at least what cartoon uranium looks like. I don't actually know what real uranium looks like other than like yellow cake, which is yellow. And it actually does look kind of like cake mix, or at least from the pictures I've seen of it. I've never touched yellow cake IRL before. Okay, that's interesting. So it's a piece that goes on upside down. Fuck. I think it's order of operations. Okay. Where did he go again? No, I fucked it up again. Okay. Did I? No, you are supposed to go there. Well, What? Okay, where's another cone thingy? Oh, I see what I did wrong. Maybe. Yeah, I see what I did wrong. There we go. Okay. And then we can slot that into there. Which hole does it go into? Oh, it doesn't even go on that peg. Does it, like, slot into, like, anything? Oh, yeah. You know, that seems... No. Did I do something wrong? Okay, so that lines up there, so why is this not snapping in? Or is it just like a weird perspective thing that's throwing me off? Something is blocking it down here. Yeah. Wait, no. No, that's correct. Just that angles making it a bit hard to see what the actual spacing is supposed to be for that. And this piece popped off too. I think it's this brown piece. Nope, it's not that brown piece. Okay, we can also rotate it this way to get a better view. That is supposed to be butted up against that. Unless... Okay, I think that was actually the issue, is that piece was shifted just one thingy off. Yep, that was it. Okay. Yep, that is now snug. Alright, now we popped that in. Now we can pop this assembly in. And that looks and feels almost correct, other than this piece that broke off. Ah, shit. Okay, did the, camera still working? Nope, something disconnected again. I think when that stuff fell, may have screwed up the GoPro jack. Cable management is important, kids. And I think y'all are hearing Windows errors a lot, probably, too. Gonna move the camera to relieve stress a bit, but I will be annoyed if I did damage that port when everything violently fell. Oh well. Okay, I think we're back on. At least it's showing that on OBS for me. Yeah, we're back on. Okay. And I did like, I don't know, like 4 dry runs or so. They all worked, and of course when you're actually doing stuff, everything gets scuffed. Oh, I forgore a piece here. But also, oh wait, I was talking about that spicy pillow, the battery on my framework, but I forgot to finish the story. So, yeah, the spicy pillow means that, I had to take the battery out of it, so now one port is like, and normally my eGPU powers the laptop, too, but, the handshake wasn't working, so, like, it had to be, like, I'd have to, like, unplug and replug it in, but if I do that without the battery, then, like, it's basically like an internal UPS inside of the laptop that isn't there anymore, so it just kills it, and I never had a chance to, like, actually boot into it and, like, turn on the, I guess do the handshake for the eGPU, so it never makes my external monitors work. So I have to, like, sacrifice one of my USB ports to be dedicated to power. And so that threw off the balance of my USB ports. The Steam VR trackers are very sensitive to that, which is why my finger tracking is, like, going really nuts, and I'm not going to show that off till the end. But yeah, that's a thing. Of many things, it is one of the things. I seriously underestimated how long this set would take to build. Oh well, it's fun at least. Am I missing a part? I hope I am not missing a part. We're not. You haven't missed any parts so far. That's good. I'm getting extras instead, which is better than missing parts. Let's see. So where do you plug into? That feels like the natural spot. Yeah. Oh, something just snapped in place in a good way. Alright. Yeah, I went with the, what's it called? The, Game Boy set instead of the, Bonsai Tree set, but we'll build the Bonsai Tree one some other time. I added a suggestion to build both sets, and I'm like, I love the enthusiasm, but I was gonna time box this portion. So imagine if I had to, like, build the second one. Like, I'd probably just finish one and be like, no, we're not doing this time. We're saving it for another stream. Alright. Yeah, one of the dry run sets that I built was, like, the little, twirly Ariel Little Mermaid set thingy. It was really cute. Game Boy. Okay, this is definitely starting to look like it. Oh, that's how they. Oh, that's fun. Okay, upside down. Have these thingies. Oh my gosh, how long has my avatar been doing that? Oh my gosh, that looks really, really lewd. How long has it been doing that? Okay, I'm just gonna go to my, like, tracking manager, and, let's disable the waste trackers for now. Anyway, we're building, the D-pad. Yeah, my hands were in a very weird position. That's not the focus of my content, I swear. Okay. Oh, that's clever. So that's how they constrain that, I guess. Let's see. Okay. So that goes there. Oh, wait, is this even constrained or what? Oh, yeah, okay, it is barely constrained. It's constrained by the corner. Wow, that is, that's clever. Feels fragile, but that's clever. Oh, no, not that one. I want the smooth one. What do you call the ones that, like, have a smooth top versus the kind that have the pegs on the top? Yeah, I was not planning to go the Project Melody route so soon. Ooh, this looks like it's the buttons. Are these reversible? Yeah, they look reversible to me. Okay. Pop that shit in there, and pop that shit in there. And was this even like a normal Lego piece before? No, I think it was actually. I don't think this is like a special piece for the Game Boy, because like I feel like it'd have like A and B marked on it, unless maybe the original Game Boy it wasn't on the button itself and it was next to the button. Tiles and plates. Okay. Good to know. We're like so close. I want to eat. I just had a sandwich this morning because I was rushing. I wonder why this looks like... Oh. Maybe to make it, like, injection molding friendly? This feels really weird. Okay. Well, this is, like, 2 plates high. Wait, which one's the plate and which one... Okay, yeah. So that's, like, 2 plates high instead of 3 plates high. So that makes sense, and that lines up now. Doop, 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 doop. Oh. Huh. Interesting. That's how they keep... Oh. Oh, okay, I did it backwards, but that makes sense now. Okay. So that rubber band was for the button tension, and that's really cool how they have that triangle, have it like almost going through the center of that. Okay, so the button markings are actually on the side. So I don't know if that's like, if the buttons are like a reused piece, or if they were like made specifically for this kit. Okay, does that look like that? Yeah, close enough. Wow, just the way everything slots together is crazy. Oh man, this is satisfying. I think something has awakened in me. Don't think I've ever appreciated LEGO this much. It's just so clever. Okay. Put this little thingy here. Yeah, just since I'm like moving around so much in this environment, instead of like using a normal thing like a Blue Yeti, which I have a lapel, I don't know how it's pronounced, microphone. Trying to figure out how to tune it so it sounds a bit nicer, because with that portability, you're gonna have some sacrifices in the audio quality. But it's probably better that it sounds slightly lower quality than like if I just move around and you can start to barely hear me no matter, like, if I move around the room too much. Okay. That's in. Were we missing pieces here? We were, but looks like I could probably just jam them in like that. I feel like there's like supposed to be some buttons in there though. Okay. Oh wow. So that's what those things are actually. I don't know if they're constrained by anything or if they just hang out in there. Pop that on there. Yeah, this is definitely coming together now. I think I did that wrong. I did. Alright, that goes in there. Blah, 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 blah. There's just gonna be a bunch of me saying, that goes on there, and that goes on there. Okay, so that is just not really constrained by anything other than friction. But hey, at least everything's like tactile and it feels fun. Alright. Looks like those are all extras. At least I hope they are. Alright, bag number 4. Making progress. Yeah, I'm comparing my standards to like NPR and their microphones, which are just god tier. Okay, number 4. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So we actually don't want to load all the screens in there. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. Okay, ducks. See ya, kill screen. Thanks for coming. Bloop, 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 bloop. Let's see. Goes there. No, it doesn't. That's a different one. I'm gonna just flip all of these because it looks like they have like graphics that matter. So you want a blank one here. And that one piece is really weird. This one, I've never seen anything like that. It looks like a greeble or whatever they're called for like chips or something. Is this gonna be like the system for how they retain the cartridge? Is it gonna feel like really nice and snappy? That'll be fun. Woohoo, more graphics. Oh, It's offset by just one. Okay, flip that upside down, and we put this on there, and looks like this piece goes sideways, and I really love snapping the Technics pieces in. Yeah, my childhood was more defined by the axles and pegs and stuff than, like, oh, that actually sounds really lewd. It's actually a really bad pairing to say with childhood, but now I'm talking about Lego Technics versus, like, the Lego brick stuff. Yeah, that was awkward. Anyway, let's see. We're kind of on a roll with this, because this fourth bag is just coming together super fast. Okay, upside down. Oh, that goes in all the way there. I've never seen those, like, little tan, like, skinny peg things. Okay. Right angle thingy. Where's the black 3 thingy? I'm sure all these pieces have names. And this is either painful or entertaining for LEGO enthusiasts to listen to. Oh, those are different colors. That's cool. Okay. 4 wide. And then... this dangly bit. And this half-size dangly bit. Goes here. Not too sure. Yeah, okay, so that is 3, not 4. Alright, yeah, that looks pretty complete. Does it snap in anything, though? Oh, that's upside down. Rotate and... oh, okay, it snaps into that. I'm like, oh, shit. Okay. Crisis averted. That... oh, this piece is backwards. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. Okay. I remember these pieces, like the little windows and stuff that would go on, like, the vehicles and buildings, and those are so cool. It's clear plastic! Oh my gosh, the plastic is clear! I still really, really enjoy polycarbonate, which is one of my favorite plastics. Yeah, isn't not ABS, isn't LEGO made of ABS? ABS is one of my favorite things to 3D print with, just because it has this nice, like, almost waxy feel, and when it's dialed in, it prints really smoothly. It sands so nicely, it's really easy to make look nice. Kind of sucks, though, that, like, what kind of sucks about it? I forgot what sucks about it. Oh, it's stinky, though, sometimes, although, like, I feel like that was probably maybe a problem with, like, in the earlier era of 3D printing, when, like, people didn't really figure out how to make filaments not stinky, because it looks like a lot of ABS filaments advertise that they're not stinky anymore. But it also warps pretty easily, so you need something with an enclosure. But once you have that dialed in, that's a really nice thing to print with. I think that Voron recommends, well, this is Voron, so it's like they require that you print it in like ABS. Do not 3D print a 3D printer frame with PLA, because that creeps and you don't know it till it's, you don't realize it till it's really bad. Oh, I missed a piece. This thing that looks like a little recording button. But yeah, the you don't want to 3D printer parts, which everyone says is like a joke. I've ever 3D printed a 3D printer, but it's like that's actually kind of how the it's actually how I guess the modern era of like accessible hobbyist 3D printing started. Is this project called RepRap from this university in the UK, where what happened? I'm trying to tell a story, but I forgot already. Oh, this is backwards. Oh yeah, so the RepRap project was a thing for like having 3D printers that can self-replicate their own parts. Not all of them, because you can't really, not yet, you can't 3D print the motors that you need or the circuit boards. I mean, you can 3D print circuit boards now to an extent. You can 3D print motors to an extent. Yeah, sure, we can be pedantic about that, but in practice, you can't really 3D print the kind of motors and electronics and stuff that you need yet for a 3D printer. And so, but you can print a lot of the parts like the gears and like motion systems and the frame. And so the point of the RepRap project was to make most of the parts as much, like, I think as many parts as is reasonable 3D printable, so that you could like print the parts and then give them to a buddy or sell them or something and make more of them, and then it would just get iterated over time. The quality was not great for early prototypes, as you'd expect, but it became the basis for, I guess, the Prusa i3 printer, which is very well known, and it's a very reliable workhorse. And then you have like the Ender 3 printers and stuff based off of that. But yeah, it's I don't know why I talked about that, but I did. Something upside down or not? There's only one bit that doesn't look completely right. Something about how that's lining up. That's really weird. Okay, I have to reconstruct this piece. So close. It's probably easier to just go back to that one section. I was yapping too much and I got distracted. Okay, I think I see what I'm supposed to do now. Okay, that makes more sense now. So that snaps there, and then this goes here. And that's how we fill out that space. Oh my gosh, that's a perfect fit. Yep, that was what we were supposed to do, and this thing looks like most of a Game Boy now. Okay, funky wheel gear thingy. Gear. It's one of those bevel gears. It was really interesting to see Megatron at Norwalk using the bevel gears. Don't really see that much. it's supposed to be rotated that way. So that's the only way it's snapping in. Is it? No, it's... What? Hold on. Oh, okay, now I'm just getting perspective confused. Was that... Are those supposed to align or not? No, they're not. Oh, okay, that makes sense now. Okay. This thing is feeling really good. I wonder if this is intentional, whatever that, like, channel is. This gap. It looks like it. Contrast. Oh, it had its own contrast slider? That's cool. Or I guess... Would you call that a... I mean, it's technically like... It's a potentiometer, but... I guess when you're just interfacing with it tangentially, it feels like a slider. I miss when gadgets had a lot of buttons dedicated to like a single purpose. Alright. Are you missing like... Oh, I guess I should have put that on earlier, but that's okay, it works now. Volume for there. Ooh, snaps in, nice. We are like so close to done. External connector. Those here, and it's that same thing. Are the weird bits that like you see on like sci-fi ships and like Gundams and stuff? Are they called greebles? I think that's the word for them. I forgot. If it is, it's a fun word. I like that word. Greeble. Okay, we're looking at the back. I guess it wants us to take this off for now. And then put this Nintendo thingy in there. Oh, that's cool. Then I guess we close that in. Cool, bag 5. We're so close. Yeah, this actually gives me vibes of my graphing calculator. I had the TI-84 in school, and I sold it sometime in, I think in the middle of college or something, but I missed enough that I bought another one. This one is purple. But yeah, the 84 Plus Silver Edition, no colors, no backlighting, and that stuff. That is what I used when I was, That's what I used when I was a kid growing up learning the mathematics. Alright, the last bag. Let's go! Is this... This does not look like it's actually part of the Game Boy. It looks like it's a stand. But that just means that we are even closer to finishing. Oh no, I already fucked up. Isometric perspective kind of messes me up when I'm doing CAD, so it's not surprised that it's messing with me when I'm building stuff too from the LEGO instructions. Is that really it? Oh, that's a peg for the display. Okay, okay. Alright, now what is this? It's last assembly. I am not summoning any cats right now. Yeah, speaking of cats, because I mentioned them before, their names are Velcro and JJ. And so we actually just adopted JJ, I think 6-ish weeks ago. But, we want to introduce the cats properly. And so we're not going to, just throw them into the gauntlet right away. Been slowly introducing them so that they're friends, and hopefully we can get cute pictures of them, like, cuddling. But, yeah, that's another reason that I couldn't debut them right away, but they will be showing up on the stream, eventually. I want that to be part of it, because they're cute. Alright. Ooh, it fell off! Okay, if I prop it up at an angle, I can actually read it better. But can y'all see it? Yeah, y'all can still see it. Whoa, that's not correct. That is correct. Is that still correct? Yeah, that is. Can't tell if I think that's black. Oh yeah, I guess that if it's a black piece, it has that like white outline thing going on. I don't quite understand why a lot of these are like made of like little tiny pieces. So like more contiguous ones. Are they inflating the part count? Does it actually serve a purpose? Oh, wait. Are we oh my gosh, I just realized I think we're actually literally assembling a representation of the circuit boards and stuff, so it's not just an external replica, it's an internal one. That is neat. Okay, so we have multiple cartridges, it looks like. And this is just the second one that we're assembling, so, I don't have to pick and choose which one I want to use. I can have both. I can have it my way. It's Burger King. Woohoo! We're so close to done, and I can eat a delicious enchilada very soon. Okay, let's slap the, Are these actually different, now that I think about it? Are they the same? Because I could have sworn that first assembly didn't have that, what I was gonna guess is a CMOS battery. Okay, so I have to figure out which one is the one I just built, and which one... Okay, so this is the one that's gonna have Super Mario, I guess. Is this Super Mario? Yeah, Super Mario Land. And then this is the one that'll have the Zelda sticker on it. Wow, did they even really go as far as to like okay, this game had the battery in it, so we're gonna model the battery, but this one didn't have it, so we're gonna make it a little different. Okay, that's really cool. Woo! Okay. Wow. Okay, so it looks like that you can change out whatever is displayed on here. This is a stand for the extra cartridge and the extra screen thingies. And then you just pop that in there and it snaps in with the grabby thingies. And that's it. We did it. Awesome. Cool. Well, I'm gonna do some up close of that. See that Nintendo logo going up. Let's change the game cartridge. I guess that this is the bit where they didn't figure out how to make it come out and stuff cleverly, so you just have to disassemble it every time. Actually, can I have this plugged in at the same time and then like... Oh no, you can just, okay, that's cool, so you can actually, you don't even have to take that cover off, you can just slide this in, dupe that, and then this locks it in. Sweet. Awesome! Well, yeah, we have assembled a Lego Game Boy, and I have gone through everything I wanted to talk about in the debut. So, yeah. Alright. Oh, heck. Oh, okay. It looks like that my face tracking died because I ran out of battery, even though I started this, like, fully charged. But it's a good thing that my, face rig thingy has, like, a external battery as the counterweight. So, let me just get that set up again. And then, oh, I'll show off the finger tracking too. And then we'll be, wrapping this up pretty soon. That's cool. Where are my USB cables that I did hide? There's one. I'm still here, by the way. Let me just switch it to like the pause screen. I think we're back. Yeah. So, oh wait. Actually, I want to show off the chair, so just give me another, like, minute. Alright, I think we're back. Yeah. Let me put this head thing back on a bit better. Because right now it's a bit off. And let's make sure all my trackers are back online. Yeah, they are. Waist tracking active. Yeah, so just want to show off a couple more things with this avatar. So, it's not calibrating properly for some reason. Okay, whatever. So when I sit down in a chair, or ideally when I do it, sometimes it's not working, like right now, then a chair magically pops up, and I can like spin around in it and make crazy amounts of noise. And then when I get up, it disappears. And I also have finger tracking. Yay! But yeah, obviously I can't really build stuff while I'm like wearing these. Yeah, that's why I have the wrist tracking sometimes. But yeah, and then I guess to close off, I'll just remind y'all of the post-launch schedule. Start slideshow. Raise my standing desk up. Avatar view. So yeah, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, I'll be presenting disassembly and reassembly of my 3-pound combat robot injection, and maybe do some fight reviews. Then on Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, I am going to be iterating on this face tracking setup, which right now is kind of dripping down a lot. That's why I'm looking downwards, but it's supposed to be up here. It's because I had to like plug the cable in awkwardly, so it's throwing off the balance of stuff. And then on Sunday, I want to play Monkey Tower, which is the game that I made and released, with Howl XR as the lead programmer a month ago. So yeah, I'll also try to figure out a way to do like a giveaway of Monkey Tower keys for that stream. But yeah, all right, I guess that's the debut. Thanks everyone so much for coming and chatting and talking with me. This went off better than I thought I would. I put so much time in preparing this. So yeah, this is Pearl Grey, and I'm logging off. I actually, yeah, I just want to get in full mode. Okay, I'm logging off, everyone. Bye.